Hey everyone, my name's Elise Massa, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about the song Preserve Me, Psalm 16, which is one of our Lenten preludes this year. So I came across Psalm 16 when I was at a point last year, toward the beginning of COVID, where I was faced with a decision and a discernment process that was incredibly scary for me. It had to do with my vocation as a music and worship arts leader, and it was just one of those situations where I thought, I think I hear God's voice and what I'm supposed to do, but I am terrified to move forward in this. And so I'm wrestling with this process and this discernment as I then attend a United Adoration mini retreat that partnered with Resound Worship based in the UK. And it was at that retreat that I read Psalm 16 and thought, oh my gosh, the psalmist is hanging out in my closet. This is exactly what I'm feeling. This progression from naming what is important to me and the saints of the earth, and then going forward into the Lord is my cup and my lot. He holds the plans he has made. And then the third and ending of the psalm where it looks where it's my commitment. I will keep my eyes fixed on the Lord. And so that arc was like, oh my gosh, is this exactly what I'm going through? And it was the first line of the psalm that is subsequently the chorus of my setting, which says, preserve me, O God. And I haven't heard the verb preserve me very much, either in contemporary songs or even just in daily prayers and conversation. But that really was the cry of my heart, because I knew that if I took this step that the Lord wanted me to take, He was going to have to preserve me. He was going to have to take care of my family, because this decision was going to impact us vocationally and financially, and He had to pull through. If He was calling me, then He had to keep up His end of the bargain. And I think God's strong enough to have that conversation with His people. So this song really became my anthem for this past year. And it also jump-started my appreciation of the Psalms as they relate to everyday life. And that journey has only deepened after reading the book Open and Unafraid by David Taylor. Just this idea that we have Psalms that speak to every emotion and every circumstance, and to the spiritual and the practical and the political, and these are what these Psalms are written in these contexts even thousands of years ago, and they've been a gift to the church ever since. And so it really was this again, Psalm 16 welcomed me into a greater embrace of the Psalms in any season of my life. And that's ultimately my hope for this psalm as well, that if anyone hearing it relates to it, that they would see that these are words that have been spoken through the saints for years, and that we can turn to those to find comfort and to be reminded of who God is. And musically speaking, the melody line really captures what the journey, what it feels like the journey is in my walk with the Lord. And so it goes up in the beginning, da 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 da, and then it comes back down, da 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 da. And that's how this discernment in my vocation has been. It's been one big loop and circle, and then you have the bridge, da 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 da. So again, this ebb and flow, and how much of our journeys we can think of like being on a ship. We're going somewhere. We need the Lord to make a way, and just the waves that rock and sometimes toss, but are just cradling us as we keep pressing forward and keep moving in the direction that He wants us to be in. And then for the chorus, again, the chorus is just preserve me. And I didn't want a lot of melodic variation in that chorus, because it was the final point. It's a prayer, preserve me, O Lord. It brings us back to the whole point of this prayer, of saying all these truths, and in the end, knowing that it's the Lord who has to preserve. It's the Lord who has to provide, and it's the Lord who all of this depends upon. So I hope that gives you a little insight to the song. I pray that this song would meet you wherever you are in your journey with the Lord, and that it would encourage you to look even further at the other psalms that can accompany you in the seasons of your life.
Oh, my soul, you have said to the Lord, you are my Lord, I have no good but you. I delight in the saints on the earth, and those the kingdom of heaven pursue. I will leave all I know, all this world has given, for in you I have put my trust. Preserve me, preserve me, preserve me, oh God. Preserve me, preserve me, preserve me, oh God. God Himself is my bread and my cup. He holds my lot and the plans that He has made. Peace shall lead me and guard all my work, and He will counsel my heart if I stray. I will leave all I know, all this world has given, for in you I have put my trust. Preserve me, preserve me, preserve me, oh God. Preserve me, preserve me, preserve me, oh God. I will keep my eyes fixed on the Lord. He will not leave my soul stranded in the grave. In His presence is fullness of joy.